Hi, ladies. Happy Tuesday. How is everybody? Katie's here. Miss Tara is here. Aunt Charlotte is here. Hello. How are you guys? You can see some of the chaos that is. Hi, Suze. That is piled on my desk. I cleared a space so I can. Hi, Miss Ramona. So I can show you guys a little bit of Happy Mail in a few minutes. But my desk has been covered at the moment in Halloween goodies as I finish up the. I was finishing up the spooky ephemera countdown calendar that I was making, which has been super fun. I've really enjoyed it, and I'm excited to do a Christmas one because I've wanted to do a Christmas one ever since last year when I got mine. Hi, Miss Beth, when I ordered mine from Little Pink Studio. Yes, Little Pink Studio. And, of course, my brain just kept running. And so I really want to try to make a few for Christmas. However, as I learn often, I need to start even sooner with putting them together to make them just the way that I want. Because like the Halloween when I gathered lots of supplies and I had lots of ideas and I started creating like each individual kit, for each like day. And then I had like a time when I was working on it, but I wasn't quite, like the mojo wasn't there. And so then I was getting stressed. And so then I had to like step away and then come back. And then it was there. But then it was like, oh, that's right. You wanted to add this. And so then I was like running around because, of course, I like to add lots of types of things. Then it was like, oh, you need to go get those clips, or you need to go get that, or you need to go. So then I was like rolling, but, I need to do that even sooner with Christmas ones. So we'll see. I'll be working on those sometime after other things get done, though. So those will be hopefully I get to do them this year. And if I have to wait and do them next year, that'll just be what it is, because we've got lots of other fun things happening. We have, let's see, what is the countdown? There's 18 days to go before Suze gets here. So Suze will be here. Yay! And that's going to be a whole week of just utter busy, exciting, doing crafting, right? So I definitely, won't be probably, even though she said she'd like to help me with those, I don't know that we're gonna have time. And last week was busy just with regular life, being homecoming week, and then this week at work has also been fairly busy because I have evaluation Thursday. So that meant anyone who has not taught before and or has not had to deal with the current evaluation process. So that meant turning in stuff ahead of time. And then this morning was a pre-conference. So my department chair is my, yes, Katie, this is my first year being tenure. But I didn't evaluate last year. They let me do a complete skip last year like they did for everybody who was tenure because of the year after the pandemic stuff, even though I had to be evaluated twice in the middle of the pandemic when we were fully remote. That was awesome. So then now so this year I only get evaluated once, and there's no pop-in and all of the extra stuff. So it's way easier. And then I'm on the 2-year cycle. So that's how we do it anyway. So it's fine. And I actually also rolled over domain 1. So there's some of you are like, what foreign language is she speaking? So I'll answer that in a second, Sue. So it's much easier. But I still had a pre-conference this morning with my department chair just to talk about what I would be doing on Thursday when he comes in to observe and what the class is like, all that kind of stuff. And then he'll actually observe me on Thursday, and then I'll have the post-conference. So, but I also, the class that I chose for him to come and observe is the class that I have like the overall the best rapport with, and they have the best discussions with me. But they're also then one of the classes that has like recently gone off the rails when it comes to trying to teach content like that. It's like I can't get them on like task. So I have been working with a teaching coach to try and like work on that. And so we just did something with that yesterday, and yet he's coming through. So it's just like, it's been a really busy, hectic, kind of crazy week at work yet again in a different way. And then I'll tell you another thing. So Sue's tenure is, how do I explain it? So I have completed 4 years at the school that I'm at. So this is the start of my 5th year. And so for where I'm at, so once I've completed that, I'm tenure, which gives you more job security. It's interesting because I teach an elective. So like I don't teach a core subject like math, science, reading. I teach family consumer science. And my school is student choice driven. So if the numbers drop in student enrollment in the classes that I teach and they don't have enough to have all of the teachers that teach it, I'm the lowest person, so I still could get let go. So it doesn't have quite the same job security as it does for some other departments where it's kind of like a given that all the kids have to take like freshman English type of thing. So I don't know if that makes any sense. Katie, if you would like to chime in about tenure, feel free, because you may know better than I do, because I spent my first 9 years at a non-for-profit private school. So there was no union. There was no such thing as tenure. None of it. So, yeah, I don't know if that. It's really not a big deal, honestly. It's just kind of a thing. It's a thing. It's an American thing, I guess. Like some of our other stuff that, I don't know, we just do. My students the other day we were talking about the dress code. And one of the things that came up is, why can't we wear hats? And even a couple of students chimed in. They're like, we don't wear hats in the building. It's disrespectful. And some students were like, but who is it disrespectful to? Like, who? And they kind of asked me, and I was like, I don't know. Honestly, like, let's look it up, because it's just always been a thing. Like, you don't wear your hats in the building. It's disrespectful. And their point was valid, but who's it disrespectful to? I was like, I don't know. I don't know. So we looked it up, and it stems all the way back to knights taking off their helmets when they went into places that they weren't a threat. They weren't there to engage in like a fight. They were there on friendly terms. That's how far back it goes. And there's literally like kind of nothing in between other than, it could be a distraction like of someone's view, depending on the hat. That was it. So, great answer. Yes. Okay. Thank you, Katie. Thank you. Because again, I came from a district where I had no evaluation whatsoever, and then went to a public school where I had, yes, rigorous evaluations. So yes, that is the big thing, is you have proven so by being there as long as you have, and you've been evaluated every single year and done all of those steps, it makes you've kind of earned your place, that now we can be less rigorous when we evaluate you. Yeah. So my boss's office has a door that connects to my classroom. He's in my classroom all of the time. We share a study hall. He is with me all of the time. There's not a whole lot of like getting away with like not teaching well and then just teaching well on evaluation day. He is well aware of what's happening in my room. It's all good. It's all good. I actually so yesterday, and I won't talk all night about work, I promise, but it's who I am. That's my life. it's, kind of makes me crazy. Oh yeah, tons of yes, Katie, absolutely yes. Lesson like a formal. We did move away from that, but like the formal lesson plan that like nobody ever actually uses, and answering the same question like 17 different ways, and artifact after artifact after artifact, and making sure you had certain things hung up in your room and your learning targets on the board, and that you refer to your learning targets a million times, and yes, rigorous, aka ridiculous. Um, so I have been teaching now, this is my 14th year. Yes, my 14th year. Never ever has this happened until yesterday. Gave me a heart attack. So my Culinary 1 students were doing what we call a knife skills lab. So taught them the different knives. We have taught them different cuts, like what it is to chop, to dice, to mince, to cube, to julienne. We've taught them that. We've shown them some videos. We've talked about proper hand positioning on the knife, as well as doing the bear claw so you're not cutting your fingers. And we've talked about knife safety. And apparently I did not go over part of knife safety quite well enough. So for this knife skills lab, so normally there's 4 kids in a lab. But for this, we break it into 2 days. So 2 kids each are in a lab. So there's plenty of room to spread out. And they get apples and cucumbers, and they're going to videotape themselves using their knife skills. So practicing the bear claw and holding the knife correctly, and then trying some of those different chops. And then they get to eat their cucumbers and their apples. We put dipping sauces, ranch and Nutella and peanut butter and caramel and whatever. So the kitchen I teach in, yes, it's much different it's different in different industries. So like my husband has the same thing, Suze. My husband has just a yearly quote unquote evaluation, or a yearly review, some places call it. And that's just it. Like he answers these questions of how do you think you're doing, and blah 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 blah, and all that kind of stuff, and it correlates with oftentimes their rate, like your raise possibly, or a bonus depending on where you work. Teaching is different. It is a different type of evaluation. And until you get to that tenure, which can be anywhere from like 3 to 5 years, it's very rigorous. And like before I was tenure, I would have 2 formal evaluations. So he would come in 2 different times, which meant 2 pre-conferences, so talking right beforehand, 2 post-conferences, so talking about it afterwards. And with the first evaluation, then there was what they call a pop-in, and he could show up anytime within this 2-week period just to see if I had improved on whatever it was that I was supposed to be improving on. Yeah, so similar. So the kitchen that I teach in this semester, because we have 2 different culinary rooms, is a really long one. So we have 6 kitchens, and they all run along one wall. And then the other side of the room is like the teacher desk and island and everything. So, and we have aprons are over on this end, and our towels and our dish rags and like the hamper. So I had a student all the way from the furthest end run, not like run at full speed, but literally like a jog, like a nice brisk jog, from one end all the way to the other end, holding a knife, just holding it, big chef's knife. And and I'm watching my kids, but I've got 12 kids in kitchens, right? So obviously I can only be watching so much. So he passes me, and my heart just stops, and I'm like, "Hi, Julie." I'm like, stop, put it down now, right there on the table, down. That's it. Nothing. And some other other kids were like seeing what happened. Everybody was fine. He got his towels. He went back to his kitchen. I safely walked the knife all the way back. Nicely went over and talked to him. Remind him that we don't run with knives. He told me he was being extra careful. I was like, well, nope, see, running with a knife doesn't fall in anywhere into being extra careful. It's not a possibility. It doesn't work together. Now, God bless him, he happens to be a special ed student, which I know. However, from everything I've seen and done with him previously, hi, Miss Michelle. And there is no teaching assistant in my room, and there is no teaching assistant that works with him one-on-one. This sort of behavior was still not anticipated. At all. At all. He talked to me today, though, and he apologized. He said, I will never run with a knife again. And I said, that's wonderful. I said, I just didn't want you or anyone else to get hurt. I said, because all it would have taken is a tiny little slip on the floor, and you could have gotten really hurt. And he must have either told somebody and they helped talk him through it, or he'd thought about it more, because he said, I know. He's like, I could have stabbed myself in the eye. So I was like, yes. Or, it could have hit you anywhere. He's like, or I could have hit another student with it, hurt another student with it. I said, yes, that's true. So we should not have that problem again, thankfully. 14 years. Never before. And hopefully never again, because I think I lost like 10 years off my life. Because it just came out of nowhere. It was like... So, to make up for it, though, today was pretty good. So I have to say, that was pretty good, because my pre-conference went really well with my boss this morning, and then I worked with my teaching coach, and that went really well, and I actually told her about a situation, a positive situation, something that I did with a student, like helping them try to navigate how to best be able to focus and avoid distractions and do their work. And so I told her that I won't bore you guys with the whole story, but I told her what I did, and she turned and she's like, I don't know if I can swear on Twitch, so I'm not gonna actually swear, but she said, you are a rock star. And I was like, what? She's like, seriously. Said it again. She's like, that's amazing what you did. And I was like, oh, okay, well, that's just how I am. So, but we're working on social emotional learning, and I'm pretty good at that. No, if I could just do that full time, but we'll see. Or craft full time. I'd really like to craft. I really would like to craft with you ladies all day. Anybody else want to craft all day? Because I would like to. I would. I see so many people's craft projects, and I'm like, how do they have the time? Like, when are they doing all this crafting? Maybe one day, right? Maybe one day. We'll see. I've been busy with work a little bit. I have been doing Halloween ephemera calendars, right? Me. I know, right? Craft all day. I have been cleaning my craft room. Slowly. It's a process. It's that interesting process, though, where, like, I have so many things that were, like, I needed to know where they were going to go, that I needed to take the time to, like, evaluate my shelves. Are there things that I don't want on the shelves anymore? Are these things going on the shelves? Reorganizing some of my spaces. So it's like, okay, I need to go through this, find a better storage solution, move it, so that then I truly know what's left that doesn't have a home and needs to either go away completely or needs to then find a home elsewhere. Michelle, that's so cute. I am not attempting October Daily this year. I'm just not. I know it won't. I know it won't happen. It will not happen. October is coming super fast. There is just so much that I still need to do, both on the home front, just in general, on the home front to get ready for the Dutch girl who's coming, as well as just the lineup of things that, will keep being shipped out as I'm doing the fall junk journal kit and the recipe binder kit and already all the other documenting that I'm behind on. So there will be no October Daily for me this year. Not even going to try it. Not going to try it. Yes, those Dutch people are so needy. So I'm not even going to try it this year. I'm just going to document what I'm going to document. I know there will be lots of documenting of all of the things that we do while Suze is here. No, she's not. She's not. She's not. She is sleeping in what is technically Kyle's room, but Kyle doesn't ever sleep there. So it's being transformed into a pseudo guest bedroom for her when she arrives. So, no, she's not sleeping in the coop. No, I'm not that mean. No. I know Katie has had COVID and I feel so bad, and the whole family had it. That's just awful. It's so awful. I hate that you had it. And especially at the beginning of the school year, I think that's just absolutely the worst. 110% the worst. I cannot imagine if I had had it at the beginning of the school year. It would have been extremely difficult. So, yeah, I'm so sorry that you had that. So yeah, now, Michelle, you could always use last year's prompts too. Just saying. You could always use last year's prompts. And then Suze and, oh my gosh, Suze, who's the collab with? Because now I don't remember. You and, let me see if I can find it fast enough. You guys came up with you guys have some fall prompts. Hi, Joanna. Who did you do fall prompts with? I can't think of their name, but I'm looking. You'll probably answer faster than I can find it. Marsha, yes. What's Marsha's Instagram handle? Remind me. Oh my goodness gracious. It's like on the tip of my tongue, but I cannot think of it. Marsha Makes, thank you. Marsha Makes and Suze have fall themed or autumn themed? Fall themed prompts. Right? I can't. Of course, now I can't find it. I'll find it somewhere. Fall favorites. Yes. They have a fall favorites that's posted on Suze's Instagram that could be super fun too, because it's very like open-ended. Yeah, it's cute. So it's apple, something orange, hayride, pumpkins, autumn treats, autumn crafting, Halloween home decor, Halloween/fall outfits, sunlight, fall home decor. Let's see, boots and sweaters, leaves from fall, Thanksgiving, a fall drink, Halloween costume, a Halloween mug, spooky reads, hot chocolate, a lazy day, autumn nails. So super cute things that you could document. And, on any given day. So that's super cute. I'm sure I will mark some of those or document some of those over the course of October. I don't even know what month it is anymore. I mean, it's not October yet, but it will be. It absolutely will be. And some people are already doing December daily prep. Like, seriously, people, I'm not even ready for October. I don't know where September went. Like, I have no idea. I have no idea. I have so much to do. So much to do. Because I do want to do some December daily prep as well. But that probably won't be, honestly, at this point, it safely won't be until like late October. Like the end of October, early November. Just because, realistically, it's just not going to happen before then. I have to finish up Halloween stuff and get all that put away and work on the other things that we're doing and decorate. And so, yeah. But I will do it. So if you're planning to do December daily or December documenting, I will plan to do a couple of lives while I go through my Christmas stuff and try to kind of thin out a little bit and reorganize and set up a very functional station for myself for this year. I'm 99% sure I'm going to do a junk journal, as I've mentioned. Like, I'm going to do a junk journal so I can use a mix of collections because I have so many collections that I really like and I've wanted to use, and I just want to kind of stop hoarding stuff and not be confined this particular year to just one collection and be able to play around with multiple to just kind of try and help to moving forward of then, like, maybe I've like, okay, you've used it and I can either completely get rid of that collection or decide like, okay, now this is great to make such and such with, to make an all-in-one project of some sorts, or to make a project that then is a gift that's an all-in-one something. So that's my goal. So I will definitely do some lives though a little bit like later in October towards beginning of November to like go through stuff and create a station. And so I'd love to have you guys join me and we can share tips and tricks and talk about all of the fun things that go along with December daily. So let's see. Tonight is the last night to register for the Simple Stories recipe binder kit and workshop so that I can make sure that I finalize our order, get everything for everybody, and then can ship that out. This will be interesting and fun because this is completely already mapped out from Simple Stories. So we will have the PDFs with exactly how to make the different pages and do the different things. So I will then teach that live, but you'll also have the PDFs. So I think it'll be really neat because it's a like step-by-step class. Of course, you can add and do it your own way, change things up a little bit. Doesn't mean that you cannot, use the pieces in different ways. But I think that'll be fun and interesting and see how that goes, because then they do offer classes, they do offer those resources to me as a retailer. So there might be some more in the future if we really like this kind of style. And then the fall junk journal I have available until tomorrow night, but there again I want to make sure I have enough copies of the book and a final head count as far as curating exactly what I'm putting in the kits. And that will be one where there again we'll make pages together, so I will show you exactly and you can follow exactly with the same sheet of paper, same exact supplies, or create yours a little differently. So that should be fun too. And my goal is for us to have the fall one, make sure everything's mapped out so that we can use it for November, for those that are hoping to use it for like their 30 days of gratitude, I think is what some people were mentioning that they were going to use it for. So that is the plan, to do that. I think that was everything. I think. I'm trying to keep it all straight. I think that is really everything. My list is huge, but that's because it's all the things. Like it's the work things and the Halloween things that I'm finishing up, and then those other things, as well as then like house projects and things. And we did some yard work on Sunday. Like, it's just that time of year where it's like, there's just stuff to do everywhere, right? Just stuff to do everywhere. So I want to show you some Happy Mail while we keep talking, but I want to show you some Happy Mail. Some cute things that I've gotten, so that you guys can see them and I can enable you so that I'm not the only one that's, you know, buying all the crafty things. Yeah. So let me add my other camera. Maybe. Maybe not. Ah! Too many clicks. Too many clicks. Getting carried away with myself. There we go. I'm sure that people that have 1.5 million Twitch followers have this as a whole, like, you know, option that they just switch to, but we're doing it old school, aka as we go, because that's how we roll. Okay. Can I put oh, I can't. All right. I was hoping I could put that box over top, but okay. So this is, I'm gonna yawn. I'm sorry. So this is my first purchase from Notebook Therapy. One of the gals that I follow on Instagram, and I genuinely would have to go back. She's someone I've more recently started following after getting my Travelers Company TN when Katie and I went to the Japanese bookstore. And she was using something in her Instagram photo, or I think it might have been a reel actually, and it caught my attention. And so I was like looking more closely and looking at it and then wondering like what it was, where she had gotten it. And it's from this company, Notebook Therapy. So I went and I took a look, and they have adorable collections of bullet journals and accessories to use in it. And this Cottage Friends was one of the newer collections, if not the newest collection. And so they actually were also running like a promotion on it. So my two favorite things, right? Cute and sale. And then we have trouble, right? So I did some quick like pictures on Instagram, but I thought I would actually show you guys if I could up close. And I did play around with my camera this evening to see if I could get it to not show things backwards to you. And I tried like 4 different ways and it still is backwards, and I cannot figure out what the setting is in Twitch in my Streamlabs, so I have to look it up and I have to play a little more. So I do apologize, things are still going to be backwards. I didn't forget, I just didn't figure it out this evening. I didn't give myself enough time to play, apparently. And I have the yawns all of a sudden. I think it's the bright lights. Maybe. Okay, so this is the bullet journal. It is suede, which is super, super adorable. And it has a little gold foiled, it's a little bear at the mailbox that goes with the little Cottage Friends collection. And then on the side, it has a little moon and a little bear and a little envelope. And then it's gold foil on the edge of the pages. It's really cute inside with the little bear and the little envelope. And it's whatever this name is, because of course I am not going to be able to pronounce it correctly. It's TSUKI, and then it's the Kuma edition bullet journal by Notebook Therapy, and then it's just dot paper. So they also had versions with craft paper in it, which I thought was really neat, and I liked the idea of it, but I was afraid that it might be too dark for me to play around with, since as Suze lovingly asked me when she commented on my story and said, "Oh, that's so cute. What are you going to use it for?" I don't know. I haven't decided yet. I want to kind of not save it, though. A part of me wants to just dive in and start. Hi, Stephanie. I want to start Stephanie bought the same one. I kind of want to just dive in and start trying out different bullet journaling type things, using stamps in it and washi tape, and just creating a space for myself to write, to play, and not necessarily make it like something where it stresses me out. Like, like I'm going to do, 100 days of bullet journaling, because it won't happen. But I also don't want to just like put it on the shelf and not touch it for like 3 years. Oh, are you going to use it for the Happy Mail? Okay, that's not a bad idea, because I've been debating how and what to put that in. That's not a bad idea. I might try that, Stephanie. I might copy. Because I haven't decided what I want to do that in either. And there again, I'm like, I could debate and think about it for 3 more years and have more and more piles and piles of stuff that I want to like put in here. So it's not a bad idea. So this is the bullet journal. Stephanie, did you get the white paper, or did you get the craft paper? Because the craft paper was really cute, but I was afraid. I was afraid to try it. I was afraid it would maybe gear me towards like needing to do certain things with it. I don't know if that makes any sense or not. Okay, and so then this is the stamp set, which I will say I spent a lot of time. Oh, Stephanie, I didn't either until because I was on the site playing around so much, because this is very outside of my normal wheelhouse. Like, these are things that I like seeing other people use. It's an aesthetic that I enjoy seeing other people, but it's not normally what I gravitate towards, because I know that I like cutesy and bright colors, or that even pastel colors, and not like muted or earth tones, which is why like Katie and I really talked, and I didn't like fall totally down the rabbit hole with the Traveler's Company notebook. I bought the special one that was I do like the vintage themed ones, and I'm so glad that she was really good at helping me to not fall down that rabbit hole, because I haven't even used that one enough, because I do feel like I want to use it very specifically for those travel things, and we haven't done that much of that. So I spent a lot of time on this website, like zooming in and looking at the stamps and really like, would you use that? How would you use that? Like, I spent a ton of time on this. And so something caught me that like it said craft paper, and I was like, oh, okay. And then I was seeing, I don't know. And so then I did see that they had 2 different, it wasn't in the same listing, I don't think, though. I think they have 2 different listings. Anywho, the craft paper I think will be super fun, because then I was even thinking, maybe I should have gotten the craft paper and just gone for it. So you'll have to let me know what you think. So this is the stamp set, and I haven't gotten to try it yet, Katie. Mostly because I usually like use my Stays On for like all my like rubber cling stamps when I truly want just that crisp image. And so I need to check my other inks and see if I have a different ink for these wood stamps, and I just haven't had a chance to. So Stephanie, if you've used your stamps, Katie would like to know, as others would probably like to know, if they're good stamps, like if it has a good image. So it's this cute little pull-out drawer, which of course I'm doing an awkward angle. Okay, and I know these are going to be backwards, but so it's got this little like ribbon here that you could write in. This is like a little like, it's actually a little stage, like it's like the curtains are tied back. I mean, I guess you could also consider it like kind of a big window since it is cottage friends, but at the same time it looks like it could be a stage, just the way it's done. And then this floral bouquet, this with the little ribbon and the little bow says, enjoy the little things. This one is just little flowers and a little moon. Flowers here. This is like a little sign you would hang on your wall because it's got like the little spot for like where the nail would go through. A little bow, a little sign that says home. This is a little bear laying in the grass, sniffing a flower, which is so cute. This is a little letter that says dear, so like you'd be writing a letter there. Of course, we have a cat. Have to have a cat, right? The little bear with his little feather pen, the little mail, the little, I think these are ginkgo leaves because we have these in, but maybe there's something else. We have a ginkgo tree, and that's what the leaves look like on the ginkgo tree. This little circle frame, this little mailbox, and then this cute little frame. So I'm very excited to try them on the pages and just have fun and just play and not, buy the thing and then just stick it on the shelf. So I haven't dove in yet, but I will. So those were super cute. What are you doing, baby Violet? Alrighty. Sorry. And then I got the little wax seals. Oh, let me take them out of the package because of the ring light and show you what they look like. There's a couple, I think there's 3 different ones. So, oops. So there's a little bear. I'm waiting for it to focus. It doesn't seem to want to focus. There's a little bear. There's a little honey pot. And then the little envelope. So, I just thought they were really cute. They had one other color scheme that had like the mauve, pink, and 2 other colors, and it had a kitten or a cat in one of the wax seals, but I didn't necessarily love all of the shapes, and I knew I definitely didn't need like a million wax seals, but the one with the little bears on it, I was like, that one's really cute. And then this is going to be the washi, so it comes in this cute little box, so you can really keep it in the box, or in theory you could put other things in the box. Okay, and it gives you a couple little sheets of little washi stickers. So that one has the little cats and some books and a little vase and a little jam jar. This one has it's kind of hard to see when there's another one behind it. The little bear and the little mailbox, and then this one is more just little accents. So it gives you just these little 3 of the little washi sheets, and then it gives you 8 washi rolls. Math is hard. Had to count. So let's see. We'll dump them all out and then put them back in one by one if they don't all run away. So this one, let's see if I can get it started. This one is like the little stamps. Stephanie, I know you got the, I think you got the wash. Did you get the washi? Or did you get the stamps? No, I don't remember. So it has like the little, oh, that's going to be really hard to see. So it's got the cat in a little basket with bread. It's got the little cottage. It's got the little mailbox. It's got the cat laying in the grass, but like the moon is there. Oh, that like lost focus. And then another little cottage one in the trees. And then this cottage with the bear and the flowers, which is super cute. And then the little tea set with the cottage in the background. And then we're back to the beginning. So, and those do like perforate at the little stamps. So you've got the little stamps. And then this one, this is a little brown and it says, "Miss you, dearest friend, with love, enjoy the little things, see you soon." So you could, tear at each of those little spots and have a little, little saying. So that's really cute. That you would add like to your Happy Mail for people. And then this one, these are little teeny tiny stickers. So they each come off individually. So they're little, like this little door. Oh, that's really hard to see. I don't know how to get it to focus. Okay, so there's a little door, and then there's a little window, and then this one is a little window that has little books in it and a little teddy bear. I know that's super, super tiny and hard to see. And then this next one is the little bear putting his stuff in the mailbox. And then this one has flowers. This one is a kitten in the window. This one is the bear like opening the door. I know it's not focusing on these teeny tiny little images. And then there's a little cup. There's the bear laying in the grass with the cat on it in this one, which totally can't focus in on that. And then the bear at the window but writing at the desk. And then we start over again. So those are little tiny stickers, like individual ones. So those are really cute. Those make really cute, like then almost like little bullet points, depending on what you're doing in the journal. And then there's this one is this green like plaid in the background, and then has some little green floral, and then it has yellow flowers. And then this one is this pretty like mauve, and then it is gold foil flowers. Let's see if I put it on my hand. Oh, that kind of worked. So it's like lace, looks kind of like lace with gold flowers and little bows mixed in. And then this one. This one is like all of the like mail, like cute little like writing. So it has the little letter in the envelope and the little postage and then the stamp and the flowers and a little tag. And then it has the little jam with the ribbon there and some writing. Just really cute. That you could cut those out and have small images, or that would make a really cute like statement piece running along like the bottom of your journal. It seems like it's pretty good washi too. Like it has quite a bit of stick without being like too sticky, but also not like some of the stuff where like it doesn't have enough stick, if that makes sense. I feel like I had washi like run away. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh no, okay, I didn't. They just had it in here differently. And okay, sorry. And then this one is a whole. Oh, perfect, Stephanie. You're amazing. You are amazing. So super crisp and clean. Okay, I'm so happy. I'm so glad to hear that. So this like it says slow living, and then it has a whole little saying, a little phrase, and it's a little cottage house. So just really cute to go with the theme. Because we know that I like my themes. Unless you're new here, right? And then there's one more washi. I do love a good theme. But I am starting to be like, okay, this is a problem because I genuinely like, so I went in my craft closet this evening and I went to check for one thing and found like 2 things that had fallen that I needed to pick up so the cat didn't mess with them, and then had to move some stuff to get to that stuff to pick those things up, and then in moving back out I knocked over a whole bunch of stuff, and I was literally like, I can't take this anymore. Like, I just can't. There's just so much stuff in my craft closet. There's so much stuff in my craft room. There's so much stuff in the basement and the storage area. Like, everywhere I turn, there's stuff. And I just want it organized. I want it thinned out. And I want to just craft and enjoy my stuff. But I can't because I have too much stuff. So, the struggle is real. As I show you Happy Mail. And then this one is clear and has just different odds and ends, and then the window, and then the cat taking mail, and then the jam, and then the bear and the cat. It's just really cute. I know it's probably a little hard to see. So, yeah, Joanna, I was wondering if you would be like at all taking notice of the stamps and being like, oh, are they good? Because you have very, very, very amazing stamps in your collection. I still love so many of the Crimson. I think I'm saying that right. They're just amazing. So that is my stuff from Notebook Therapy. It came very quick. It was packaged, nice and solidly, not like super fancy or anything, but I'm okay with that. It was nicely secured, right size boxes, and some tissue paper, and came quickly. And they pretty much seemed to have because I actually placed 2 orders because I got the notebook and the stamps, and then saw something, and I went back and I was like, you're gonna be really disappointed if you don't get the washi. Like, I realized like the washi I was gonna be really disappointed because it was such neat washi, and especially if I was gonna try doing some of the bullet journaling and using the stamps and wanting to kind of create some of those sections and doing things. And then the only reason that I went ahead and also got the wax seals is, yes, they were cute, but they still had a coupon. Like the second time, like a new coupon code popped up for me that like if I bought 2 items from the Cottage Friends collection, then it was like the 15% off or something. And so then it was like, okay, well then I went ahead and got the wax seals. Oh, did it really ship from somewhere in Illinois? Huh. I didn't pay attention. It did. It came from Yorkville, Illinois. I wonder if they have like a store or if they ever do a warehouse sale. We're gonna be checking that out. we are going to be checking that out because Yorkville is not far from me, and I have friends that live there. Oh my goodness. Okay, I won't check that right this minute. I thought I would also show you, what time is it? Oh, goodness gracious. That took me a few minutes. All right, I'm going to show you one more thing, and then I am going to call it a night for tonight because I have been extremely worn out between my classes and evaluation and stuff, and tomorrow we have a faculty meeting, and so it's just been busy, and I know I need to decompress. But I thought I would show you what I got from Paper Person. My most recent purchase from Paper Person. Maybe. I was hoping to just slide it out. Alright. I have saved one of their stamps already, and their tissue paper already. So that stamp, that sticker, there's no way it's not tearing that tissue paper. So it's a good sticker. So this was, Stephanie, and you'll have to share, this is the one you missed. So you can share, or I can stamp and send it to you. So this was their autumn, it's going to be backwards, and can I get the glare off? Not right now. Will it be less glare if it's just the plastic is in instead of that plastic? Maybe? Not really. So it says autumn, and then it says baking season, and it has a little rolling pin, and then it has the two different A. Well, this is autumn agenda, and then it has another A. I know, Suze, I'm so sorry. And it has a little turkey, and then it has a little pumpkin with a little hay bale, and then temps are cooling down, and my oven is heating up. A trip to the pumpkin patch. And then it says hoarding favorite fall food, cold and rainy season, and then this little checklist. And how many decorative pumpkins are too many? And I just liked the pieces that were on it for documenting different autumn and fall things, because I don't have any fall. I didn't really have fall stamps, so I felt like this was a nice, could be used over and over and over again in different ways. And I liked that it, had some, it's an autumn agenda and things like that. This cute pumpkin, maybe. So I really liked. Oh, is it her stamps? Paper Person? Are they Kelly Perky stamps? Maybe? This is the second time I've ordered from them. And if that's the case, I just didn't even realize it. And then this is the second kit then that I've bought from them, because I thought this would be interesting. I didn't know that. Oh my gosh. It was squeezed into this. Oh, no, that's why, because something was getting stuck on the sticker. So this collection was, I don't know if I know the name. I think it was called Hometown. I think that was the name of it, actually. I think this collection was called Hometown. And so the reason I actually decided to get this was because it's interesting. So I didn't move into Illinois until I was starting 4th grade. And then before that we'd moved around quite a few times. And then we settled in Illinois and we stayed. And then I've lived in Lamont now for forever. But this is where my husband grew up. He grew up in this town, and the kids grew up in this town. And I was thinking that some of the things that I might be taking, just in our travels, not because they're big deal type things like Chicago stuff, but there might be some things that I'm showing Suze while she's here, even just kind of pointing out, or then maybe it's so snap a picture or something like that. And I just thought, as I'm getting more to the point where I really want to document more stories of life and things like that, I was like, I really like this, and this could come in really, handy and fun for other, for all sorts of different things. So it's just cute because it says like hometown, it's a beautiful day, and then it's like in the neighborhood, these places have their moments, just a small town girl, here, there, everywhere, hometown pride, things changed around here, no place like home, good memories from this spot, big city, little places, and then it just has some, like a house, and then it has a little oh, it's back in stock. Add to cart, add to cart, add to cart. Right? And like a little shop, and then like, more little. I just thought it was really neat, and I know that their stuff sells out typically, and they don't always restock, especially like the whole kit. And there was some, there were cute cards in here too. The big thing was the stamp, and you do have to, purchase the collection, I think, to get the stamp. I'm pretty sure. So I just thought it was cute though, and like a little local exploring, or around town, and I thought it was different, and that I would have some uses for it. So I gave it a whirl, and we'll see. I do like their stuff like coordinates, but it's not super matchy either, so you can really play around with it and like, have just fun with their collections. And then you get these stickers, and then theirs just come with 6x8 papers. So they're not 12x12, which is fine. So yeah, I really, it's just, I don't know, it's just it's just something different that, again, it's not something I would necessarily like subscribe to, I don't think, because I wouldn't necessarily need every single one. But then I say that, and like I realize that there's some that I kind of wish I had gotten, like partly just because of the really good stamps, like the theme of the stamps, and then even if you only use some of the cards. This is still from Paper Person, Sue's. So yes, I thought I would show you, and this was an add-on, but I really liked I think this was an add-on. I liked that it had the colors to pull in with some of the fall things. So, yes, Hometown is the name of that collection. See, I don't know that I would subscribe on the one hand. I'd have to see, but at the same time, especially if I change like my documenting style a little bit, since I kind of like the idea of having some themes sometimes. I know that one of theirs was like kind of focused on like what they were watching and stuff like that, which I know there's different collections for that, but some of the stamps were just extremely unique or perfect. I think that was one of the ones that caught my eye. Maybe. So yeah, so we'll see. We shall see. I think that's everything. Yes, that's everything. So I'm going to call it a night so that I can go decompress a little bit. I want to make sure I don't go to bed too late because we have a faculty meeting first thing in the morning, so I don't want to be late. And tomorrow will go really fast because it's a Wednesday and it's a late start, so it goes really fast for us, which is kind of a good thing. But then Thursday I get evaluated. I just hate having somebody in my room watching me with teaching. It makes me nervous. It just does. I can't help it. So, but this was fun, super fun. Don't forget, recipe binder class closes tonight, so sign up for that. Love to have you. Make it as a gift. Fall junk journal will be closing tomorrow, so make sure you sign up for that. That will be super fun as well. And oh, thanks, Katie. And then, yeah, I think that's all. So I hope you guys have a great rest of your night, and I hope you have a great rest of your week, and I will definitely plan to check in. I can't believe that Saturday is October 1st. It's kind of freaking me out a little bit. I'm not ready. I need it to slow down. Please. So yeah, I hope you guys have a great night. Have a great rest of your week until I see you. And that's all. Take care. Love you guys. Bye.